Hi, this is Chris Altrock. Welcome to a time of prayer and contemplation called Prayers for the Journey. These prayers and these moments of meditation are drawn from the Psalms of Ascents. These were the songs that Jewish pilgrims would sing as they would travel to and from Jerusalem for their annual festivals. These were the songs that sustained them on their journey. And as such, these psalms remind us that our lives are also a journey. We are all on our way. Where we are now is not always where we are going to be. Our lives are dynamic. We are on a journey. And these psalms provide the strength that sustain us on that journey. These psalms provide the perspective we need on this journey. Spend just a few seconds right now relaxing and readying yourself to enter this journey. Psalm 120. In my distress I called to the Lord, and He answered me. O Lord, as we journey, we acknowledge the world as it really is. Ours is a world, and ours is a journey, filled at times with distress. We refuse to ignore this reality. We refuse to pretend otherwise. But in acknowledging the world as it really is, we affirm it is not merely full of distress, it is also full of you. We call to you, knowing you are there. You answer us, knowing we are here. The presence of our pain is not proof that you're off the job. On the contrary, we trust that you always accompany us on this path. O Lord, as we journey, we acknowledge, each of us, the reality of our own worlds and circumstances. We hold before you right now the distress and our trust that you are with us. Psalm 121. I lift up my eyes to the hills. From where does my help come? My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord will keep your going out and your coming in from this time forth and forevermore. O Lord, as we journey, we see the hills, the hard places. But we do not come to these hills alone. We come as travelers in community, and together we remind one another of the ever-present reality of a God who keeps us. Whether we're going out to the hills or coming in from the hills, we celebrate your provision and protection with each step of this journey. O Lord, as we journey, right now, we name the hills that we face. We thank you for fellow travelers on this journey. And we celebrate specific ways in which you have been keeping us on this journey. Psalm 123. Behold, as the eyes of servants look to the hand of their master, as the eyes of a maidservant to the hand of her mistress, so our eyes look to the Lord our God, till he has mercy upon us. Have mercy upon us, O Lord, have mercy upon us, for we have had more than enough of shame. O Lord, as we journey, we struggle with shame. Not just the sense that we've done something wrong, but more the sense that we, at our core, are wrong. And the shame comes to us from within and from without. But we've had more than enough of this shame. And so we lift our eyes to you. We anticipate the opposite from you. With you, we hear words of mercy rather than malice. With you, we hear words that refuse to let us believe we will never be enough. With you, we hear words that affirm we will always be enough. O Lord, as we journey, we recall specific moments of shame, and we hear your words of mercy. Psalm 124. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side, let Israel now say, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side, when people rose up against us, then they would have swallowed us up alive. O Lord, as we journey, we move with this conviction. You are for us. Even when we encounter others who seem to be against us, we know that you are for us. As we look back over our journey, we are amazed at how differently things might have been had you not been for us. This knowledge turns our disenchanted moments into enchanted moments. We know you are present and acting on our behalf. O Lord, as we journey, we remember specific circumstances that would have been different had you not been for us. Psalm 125. Those who trust in the Lord are like Mount Zion, which cannot be moved, but abides forever. As the mountains surround Jerusalem, so the Lord surrounds his people, from this time forth and forevermore. O Lord, as we journey, you are our mountain. You are strong, you are steady, you ground us, and you embrace us. On this journey, your arms of love constantly encircle us. And because you are this surrounding mountain, we too are mountains. Our trust in you makes us stronger, more resilient, and more unshakable than we'd ever believed possible. There is no hill we cannot climb, as long as we climb with you. O Lord, as we journey, we remember now specific times in which you have encircled us, specific ways in which you have made us strong, steady, and unmovable. Psalm 127. Unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the watchman stays awake in vain. It is in vain that you rise up early and go late to rest, eating the bread of anxious toil. For he gives to his beloved sleep. O Lord, as we journey, we don't want to do anything in vain. We want all we do to have meaning and purpose. We want all we do to have its intended impact. We want to build, to create. We want to watch, to protect and preserve. But we know that unless we do these things with you, they will be meaningless. Help us to do all we do with you. Help us to rise from our bed, eat our breakfast, check our email, raise our families, do our labor, and rest our heads with you. And may the gift of sleep you give us be our ultimate way of entrusting all things into your hands. O Lord, as we journey, we recall specific ways in which we've acted without you, and we now entrust all things to you. Psalm 130. If you, O Lord, should mark iniquities, O Lord, who could stand? But with you there is forgiveness, that you may be feared. I wait for the Lord. My soul waits, and in his word I hope. My soul waits for the Lord, more than watchmen for the morning, more than watchmen for the morning. O Lord, as we journey, we will make mistakes. These failures would feel fatal if all you did was watch constantly for us to fall. Instead, we know you as a God of abundant forgiveness. And during the long night of our failures, we wait for the sun of your mercy to rise, certain that it will. We eagerly anticipate its warmth and life-giving light. O Lord, as we journey, we remember now specific missteps on the journey, and we wait in full assurance for your mercy. Psalm 131. O Lord, my heart is not lifted up, my eyes are not raised too high. I do not occupy myself with things too great and too marvelous for me, but I have calmed and quieted my soul, like a weaned child with its mother, like a weaned child is my soul within me. As we journey, O Lord, there are so many things we cannot fathom, knots we cannot untie, mysteries we cannot solve, darkness we cannot penetrate. But rather than lead us to despair, we promise that when these times come, we will calm and quiet our souls. In those moments, you are a tender mother embracing us. Your face fills our eyes. We are your children, resting peacefully in your arms. This, ultimately, is the destination of our journey. We find our home in you. As we journey, O Lord, right now, in this moment, we calm and quiet our souls.